Hello EDUSPLORERs, thanks for joining us again and welcome back to another exciting video on our YouTube channel. If you're joining us for the first time, we want to thank you for watching our channel. For those of you who've watched our previous videos, you will realize we focus on informative and educating content in the African continent. On today's episode, we are looking at one of the cities that are rarely discussed in the continent. We are talking about the beautiful city of Lomé. Lomé, we will discuss Lomé from a different perspective. We shall shine with you with regards to the amazing historical importance of this city in Africa. And more importantly, we shall explore Lomé from business angles and also explore to you the reason why, not just historically, in considering that this city contributed in different ways in terms of European exploration in the continent. And more importantly, we will close this episode at the reason why you should be able to visit Lomé and explore some very important places while you are there. So without any more delay, we shall just dive straight into it. In considering this amazing African capital, Lomé is the capital and the largest city of Togo. Lomé was founded by the Ewe, an indigenous ethnic group, in around 1880. Located on the southwestern Atlantic coast of Togo, Lomé has a long history of trade. At around 2000, an estimated 900,000 people resided in Lomé. Considering this, Europe's scramble for Africa began at around 1880. During this period, European powers established colonies throughout the entire African continent. Germany gained a foothold in Togo at around 1884, on the eve of the partition of Africa, and established Lomé as the colonial capital in 1897. Following construction of the dock and also railway network, Lomé emerged as a port that attracted merchants from other areas along the coast. The railroad connected Lomé to the interior regions of Togo. The expansion of infrastructure coincided with the emergence of a wealthy merchant class that mostly consisted of African women in Lomé. Looking at this, looking behind, during the World War I, France and Great Britain invaded Togo in 1914, conquering the entire country within the months of invasion. In different aspects, at around 1919, following the end of the World War I, both countries agreed to partition Togo. Lomé fell under the French control and became the capital of French Togo. The French developed the infrastructure including water supply, electricity grid, and also expanded railroads. The imposition of the city tax led to the violent demonstration against the French military around 1933. If you are new to our channel, we will encourage you to subscribe and share our videos to your different network. In looking at this, Lomé has transformed. It's one of the beautiful cities across the African continent. The population of Lomé grew rapidly after World War II, reaching at around 85,000 by 1960s. Looking at those different years, during this period, the French exploited Togo's rich phosphate resources. The phosphate industry grew in importance as Togo achieved full independence on April 27, 1960. The phosphate export continued to propel population growth in the city. At around 1981, the population reached over 375,000. Profits from the phosphate trade financed the construction of Lomé's modern port, the University of Lomé, hotels, and also office buildings. In different ways, Lomé has transformed if you consider the amazing history of this transformative African capital. If you consider that Lomé has a modernization in different areas, if you consider that there has been a lot of modernization in Togo, the port was begun at around the 1960 and a deep water harbor completed in 1968. It handles some over 3 million tons of goods annually. This has also greatly facilitated the shipping of phosphate and other major exports such as cocoa, coffee, copra, cotton, and also palm products. Lomé is also home to international airport, the thermal power plant, the Maison du Peuple, the conference hall. The University du Benin was founded in 1965 at Lomé. The Togolese capital was also the site for several international and important summits. The first Lomé Convention was signed there in 1975, establishing an aid and trade agreement between Africa, Caribbean and also Pacific countries and the European Union. If you are new to our channel, we will encourage you to subscribe and share our videos to your different network. Lomé has become one of those capitals in the continent. Have you ever been to Lomé before? If you've traveled to Togo, we will consider you also to check a number of places while you are there. There are some other awesome things to do in Lomé. Whether you are passing through and settling down, there are some absolute must-see and things to do in Lomé. Lomé is quite a small city, and so you could also easily do all of the things in one busy day or spread out several more relaxed days along the line. It gets very hot there, so you may also need to take a break and breaches. Lomé is located right on the water, and also you can even see the ocean from the central market. If you consider this transformative nature, there are also different peoples that you got to meet. Lomé people are open, consider that they are Togan, of course. If you look at that, there are a number of places we could recommend for you to visit. The Grand Marché is a very important place that will transform your experience in Lomé. You can also visit the Lomé Cathedral. Also, you could go to Monument de la Indépendance. It's very important. More importantly, you could check the National Museum and the Palais de Congrès. It will express your experience with regards to this amazing African capital. You could also check the Museum International de l'Art de l'Afrique, the West African Art Museum. It's more importantly, you could also visit other beaches and also explore different areas, meet other Togolese people, and share your own international experience. Lomé has a lot to offer for those of you who plan to travel there. It's an amazing African capital that has come a long way. If you consider this, for those of you who travel to Lomé, there are also international experts who work and live in Lomé. It's an important African city. We would like to know what your experiences will be for those of you who plan to visit, and if you've ever been to Lomé before, we would like to know what your experiences were at the time of your visit. We want to thank you for watching this episode. We will encourage you to leave your comments with regards to this beautiful African capital. And for those of you who have planned to be in this city, we would also like to know what are the things that attracts you, or were you being in Lomé for business or other visits. We would also like to know how your experiences were. We want to thank you for watching the Explorer. We encourage you to check some of our other videos on our YouTube channel. We're looking forward to meeting you soon, and have a good day. Bye-bye.